Hey, how's it going? Rich from Elk Endeavors here again. Hey, listen, today is the last day of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich in terms of the success principles. And I'm really excited. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got a lot out of this. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting more videos out in the days and weeks ahead, pretty much every day for the foreseeable future. And I'm really excited to be doing this. So please subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. Also, if you're interested in the 4% Success Challenge, that's what's teaching me all these things that I'm talking to you about, and it's something that's really changed my life, and I'm really excited to help you change your lives for the better, because you're here watching this and you're looking for a change, and the 4% Success Challenge is it. I'm telling you, it's awesome, and it's something that it'll change your life forever and make you a much happier, stable, more successful person, for lack of a better term. So today I wanted to talk about the last principle, which is the sixth sense. Okay, and we all know the movie of The Sixth Sense with Bruce Willis. Well, many of us know the movie with Bruce Willis, where we're not talking about that, where he's well, I won't spoil it if you haven't seen it. It's a good movie. But what we're talking about is when you kind of think of things before they happen, or when you can kind of sense when something's going to happen, or when you kind of feel the need to do something that will make you successful. And you don't know why it is, you don't know how it is, but you just do it, right? So one of the examples that I was thinking about, and you really don't, like, until you master all 12 of these principles, Napoleon Hill says that you can't really get the sixth sense doesn't come until you've mastered the other 12 principles. And I don't know that I don't believe that's true, because I've had moments, many moments since I started this whole process, where I'm starting to see things before they come about, or I'm starting to think of things, and I'll hear someone talk about the same thing I just thought of, and it's really fun to think about that. Like, I'm on the right track. Like, if I'm thinking of something, and then I hear, Vic Stryzew's from the 4% Success Challenge, if he then talks about it, like, literally that day or the next day, I'm on to something, and I'm really excited about that. So my example for that is a couple weeks ago, I test drove my dream car, which is a Range Rover, and it was an awesome experience, and I was really excited. And the reason I did that was to kind of put myself in the position of success, or in the mindset of success. Like, this is what it feels like to be successful. This is what it feels like to drive a really nice car. And I'm not a car guy, and I knew that going in. I just wanted to see, like, what it was like, because I thought maybe I could be a car guy. But it was awesome driving the car. I don't know if that's like, if when I make it to that level where I could buy a Range Rover, if that's what I'm going to do with that money, I think I would rather do stuff for my kids, or get move somewhere, or something else, or I don't know that I would spend that money. But at any rate, the point is that I stuck myself in a place of success, and in a place that I'm not. That I can strive for. I'm not there yet, but I will be, and that's really the thing, is that when you put yourself in that mindset, you're able to be there. So the sixth sense comes in, where literally the next day, I did that, and I announced it on Facebook, and I put it in the 4% group on Facebook, and I don't know if I did a YouTube video. I definitely did a blog post about it, and then literally the next day, Vic Stryzew's, the founder of 4%, he came out with a video, and he was talking about, when he was young and he was poor, and how he would go and he would sit in his car in a really rich neighborhood in his town. And he would just sit there and watch the people and soak it in, and soak in the success, and soak in the things that he felt that he could do. And I was like, I just did that. Like, I just did it. And I was so excited, and then I felt like, oh my gosh, people are going to think I got that from Vic, but I didn't. And I certainly don't take credit for it, because I'm sure I heard it somewhere, but it was the next day that he talked about it. So I was really excited that I had thought about it. And it's fun to be when you surround yourself with successful people, you get to hear those things. And there's things that I want to do now, in terms of surrounding myself with successful people, now that I have this mindset that I can be successful, because I would like to pick their brains in a different way than I ever have. So there's a guy that I know, that I went to college with, who's an entrepreneur, and he worked for he worked for like Capital One, went into banking. He was in the business school at my college, and I couldn't really. I mean, I wasn't into business. I was in the Army, and I just wasn't. It wasn't my thing. But I was friends with him, and I didn't really understand. I couldn't have cared less about money at that time, and I didn't understand money, and I really was jealous of money, and I had a huge psychological problem with money, which has now been now I've realized, and now I'm getting now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's an idea, and it can help people. And so anyway, so he got to the point where he was on the phone with his wife, and she was like 8 months pregnant or something like that, and they needed propane for the grill. And so he was like, well, I'm not going to get it. Go get it. And she was like, no, I'm 8 months pregnant. I'm not going to Home Depot and looking at a thing of propane home. So he went and got the propane, and then I think a week later he quit his job and he started a new company called Propane Taxi, and they deliver propane to people's houses, and they deliver propane to people's businesses and forklifts and all this kind of stuff. And I was fascinated. It blew my mind that this just he could do that, and he had the ability. He made a ton of money with his company, and he had it saved up to the point where he could just quit his job and go out and do that. It was awesome. But at the time when he was telling me about this, I just thought it was really cool. It never occurred to me that I could do something like that. Not that I would quit my job, but just that I could create a new income for myself out of just sheer curiosity and will and determination, and just chance happening of his wife wanted propane and he didn't want to get it and she didn't want to get it, and so he was like, well, I'll just make a company and have them bring it to me. It just sounds so silly when you think about it like that, but it's awesome, right? How cool is that he did that? So this the sixth sense is where you you figure that out, and you figure out how you can get to that point where you're starting to see things and you're starting to say, you know what, I think that needs to be changed, or you know what, I think I need to say this in an email, or you know what, I think I need to say this to help a customer understand how much this program can help them, and that's something that it just takes time. It takes practice, but as you figure it out, you get your sixth sense going, and you start figuring out, and things start moving along until they I'm always zigzagging with my hands, but you just sort of zigzag till you get the exact thing, right? And then you're on your way. And that's really when it becomes cool. So I'm really excited about the fact that I have a sort of a budding sixth sense, I'll say. I don't know. I mean, I'm this is what he's talking about, what I'm experiencing. But I know that I'm not quite at Napoleon Hill. I'm nowhere near Napoleon Hill's level, but I'm what he's saying is so true, right? What he's saying is so true. So, so that's what I wanted to say today about the sixth sense. So, again, if you enjoyed this video, I hope you had a good time with the program. And tomorrow I have a special video for you, that's going to be, give away some gifts. So I'm really excited about that. So make sure you check tomorrow's email. Make sure you check tomorrow's YouTube video. And it's only available by the email. So you have to subscribe to my email list, which is linked in the link below. And I really look forward to sending that video out tomorrow. Thank you again for watching all the videos about Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.